everybody. Welcome to the first edition of Flashback Fights. This is Adam B. Going to go back in time to an epic matchup featuring the Fallen Angel Christopher Daniels and Mr. Wrestling Kevin Steen. This footage courtesy of Pro Wrestling Rarities. One of Kevin Steen's first major tests in the world of professional wrestling was against one of the benchmarks of independent pro wrestling in North America, in Christopher Daniels. And you can already hear a loud, crazed crowd about to be treated to a great matchup. There's the opening bell as Kevin Steen got right in the face of Christopher Daniels. Kevin Steen, later known as Kevin Owens, known as a man that broke a lot of molds, a lot of pre-notions of what a man his size should be. They circle around. Some crowd support for Daniels, some for Steen. They lock up. Quite the atmosphere. Steen was the hometown boy. But Christopher Daniels' reputation speaks for itself. A lot of respect, a lot of support from this crowd. Neither man can find successful lock up early. Atmosphere. They go for the lockup again. Christopher Daniels applies the side headlock. Stalemate with the shoulder blocks. Steen does have the size advantage in this contest. Bit more size than Daniels. Bit more brute strength. Gonna use that to his advantage, but Christopher Daniels just a wrestler's wrestler. Steen now applies the side headlock. Runs right to Daniels. Again, they get into each other's face. Daniels demanding some respect from Kevin Steen. These two would face off against each other many more times, but this was the first meeting. Setting the bar with this contest as Daniels shoves Steen back. Both men getting the crowd into this matchup. A lot of electricity. A lot of support for Steen, like I said. A lot of support for Daniels. These guys still in the feeling out portion of this contest, but Daniels applies pressure, twists the arm of Steen. Steen counters and powers Daniels down to a knee. Daniels gets up to his feet. Forwards, able to trip Steen down to the mat now, neutralizing the bigger man on the mat with that side headlock. Just shows you the ring generalship of Christopher Daniels. able to maintain control. Maintain position is Daniels. Steen takes him over again. Now it's Steen transitioning over, trying to use the size, the power advantage to keep Daniels trapped. Daniels fighting up. Crowd going at each other as this matchup invoking such emotions. Steen maintains the grip. Daniels able to transition out. Takes him over. Not Christopher Daniels' first rodeo. Traps the arm again. Cuts off the momentum of the bigger opponent. Now some chants calling out for hockey-related stuff as Daniels keeps Steen trapped on the mat. A little slap shot from Daniels to the crowd gets them back into this matchup. Steen applies the pressure, wrenching it on Daniels. Daniels able to grab Steen, turns around again, applies the headlock. Steen fights him off. And Kevin Steen, like I said, broke a lot of molds, a lot of notions of what a guy his size should be. Nice athleticism from Mr. Wrestling. Applies the front face lock on Daniels. Daniels switches out. Goes back to the headlock, does Steen. Daniels takes him off the ropes. Steen knocks him down. Rolls over onto his stomach. Leapfrog. Nope, Steen held on and slaps Daniels across the face. Daniels goes after Steen. Holds on to and gives Steen the receipt with the slap to the face. You can feel the intensity in this matchup going up a notch. Daniels takes Steen down. Daniels has had a lot of success with this. Just cutting off Steen's momentum. Keeping him trapped on the mat. Now drops the knee on the arm. Applies pressure. The experience, the world traveling of Christopher Daniels. May prove to be too much for young Kevin Steen in this matchup. Daniels holds on the arm, applies more pressure, twists the arm of Steen, release, Northern Light suplex from the Fallen Angel. Keeping Steen trapped on the mat. Steen trying to Daniels on top of that arm, on top of that pressure. Steen with the hand in the face of Daniels. Leapfrogs over. Daniels takes him over again. Frustrating Steen. Wrestling very methodical, thinking man wrestlers. Matchup is Christopher Daniels early. Proving why he is one of the best. Up to his feet again, takes Daniels to the ropes. Cartwheel, hip toss. Drop kick from Daniels sends Steen out to the floor. Baseball slide misses, blocks the shot from Steen, sends him face first in the apron. And trademark offense with Christopher Daniels with the Arabian moonsault. Crowd showing their appreciation for the athleticism of Christopher Daniels. A maneuver he still uses to this day, even in his older years. Does it just as gracefully as he did back then. Steen down on the outside, does Daniels. Now going up top, aerial assault not finished yet. Fallen Angel soars through the heavens, catches Steen with a cross body. Only good enough for two. On the defensive. Daniels landed two big aerial maneuvers. As Steen reeling. Chops aren't gonna help. Steen says Daniels to the corner. Charges it, no boot to the face. Power slam. CD was looking to continue the momentum, but the power slam from Steen cuts that off. Both men down. Referee with the count. Steen up to his feet first. Stays on top of Daniels. Kicks to the back. Leg line from Steen. Went to the back. Daniels with those kicks. Followed up with a kick right to the face. Now powers him up. Back suplex. Leg drop. Another leg drop from Steen. Another no somersault. Ends the trifecta of leg drops. Covers Daniels. Not enough to pull away. Athleticism from Kevin Steen. He's trying to get back on the offensive with some strikes, but Steen, more of the slugger of the competitors, going right at Daniels. Daniels slides off Schoolboy. Only good enough for two. Blocks, Steen with that punch. More chops. Steen jumps over Daniels. Catches Daniels overhead, belly-to-belly suplex. Raw power from Mr. Wrestling. Covers. Only gets two. on top of Daniels. Sends him to the ropes. Tilt-a-whirl, the backbreaker. Steen's been focusing a lot of his attack on the back of Daniels. Now setting up for the good old-fashioned sharpshooter. This match was in Canada, was in the province of Quebec, so always elicits quite the reaction. Will Daniels give it up? Will he pass out? Will he fight out of his position? Getting close to the bottom rope is Daniels. Steen holding on. As Daniels was holding on, now stepping on the head of Daniels. Sheer disrespect. As good as a competitor as Steen was, he was also known for his attitude, his disregard. Showing no respect to Christopher Daniels. Jumps over, snaps the throat over the top rope. Daniels gasping for air. Here comes Steen. Springs off the top rope, hits the missile drop kick, covers. Only good enough for two. Nope, looked like he was going for a cover on Daniels, just continuing the disrespect, the underhanded tactics.
Fuck him up, Kevin! Fuck him up! Fuck him up! Fuck him up, Kevin! Fuck him up! Let's go, Daniels!
Lifts Daniels up, Death Valley driver. Daniels in trouble, Steen lays on top of him. Not the right pinfall to use against a guy like Daniels. Again, going from the face to the eyes. Can sense some urgency, some desperation from Steen. Winds up, catches Daniels. Another hard punch. Keeping Daniels on the mat. Able to switch from the more slugger type maneuvers, the high flying maneuvers, but Daniels ducked the head too early in the STO. Signature maneuver from Christopher Daniels, puts down Steen. Both men down again. Given a lot taken out of these two competitors, but yet they battle on. Daniels fires up, strikes away at Steen. Big back body drop from Daniels. Catches him with the line. Step up Enziguri, more trademark offense from Daniels, busting out the heavy artillery. Grabs a hold of the wrist of Steen. Powers him up. Blue Thunder driver covers. Held on. The pinfall attempt. Sets up Steen. Lifts him up. Goes behind the Steen. Daniels fights him off with the back elbows. Turns him around to the DDT. Had him in the full Nelson. Looks like he might have gone dragon suplex at first. Switch to the DDT. Not good enough to put him away. Power bomb, Liger bomb style. Only good for 2. Sets him up. Crowd calling for a moonsault. Will we see Steen acknowledge the crowd? Springs off the second to the top. Almost trying to mimic Daniels' best moonsault ever, but no water in the pool. Uranagi slam from Daniels. Best moonsault ever. Daniels showing Steen how it's done. Is that good enough to put him away? No, sir. Oh, ma'am. However you identified watching this video, thank you. That was appreciated. Steen down. Daniels been busting out the big guns, but Mr. Wrestling holding on. Steen brings Daniels over, backslide. Only gets 2. He's strong from Daniels. Jackknife, a lot of quick, no counters. Quick pins from both men. Runs into the forearm. Clothesline from Daniels. Daniels using the power to put Steen on the top turnbuckle. Climbs up. Can't lift Steen. Steen shoves him back. Daniels meets him. Climbs up. Steen fights off Daniels. Hooks him. Fisherman's Buster. Type maneuver off the turnbuckles. If Steen could cover right away, might have had this match won. Referee with the count. This rabid crowd in this matchup from the opening bell. Cracks Daniels, but Daniels again with the response. Wobbles the knees of Steen. Now some jabs. Some headbutts. Steen in a daze. Daniels, nope. Back elbow goes into the referee. Daniels moves as Steen super kicks the referee. Referee down. Knowing both of these guys, shenanigans can ensue. Steen turns, Daniels around, Daniels blocks. Knee to the stomach, underhooks the arms, Angels, wings! But there's no referee. No referee as Daniels covers. Crowd counting along, but there's no referee to make the official count. Hooking him going for last rights. Landed the Angel's wings. Go for last rights. No, Steen flips him forward. Oh, and goes low. Hooks Daniels. Hits the package pile driver. And it looks like Kevin Steen is going to steal this contest. Absolute shame. A great matchup like this had to end like that. Fans, thank you for watching. Subscribe, comment. We'll be back.